Hi, Monique. How are you today?
I'm okay. Just dealing with a lot of anxiety. I'm feeling really sluggish today.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Why do you think, or what do you think is causing that?
Well, my supervisor, she's like micromanaging me right now, and it's just making me so anxious because I'm constantly being hovered over. It makes me feel like she doesn't have confidence in me, like I am not able to do my job.
I see that can be very frustrating. It's no fun being micromanaged, and I can see why this would create, anxiety for you and make you feel, a little more anxious.
Yeah, it's just annoying. Like it makes me feel nervous, like I'm being monitored closely under a microscope. Every little thing I do, I feel like I'm being watched, and I don't like it.
Okay, that's a lot. What are you doing to cope with this right now?
Uh, well, my mother has anxiety, and I'm talking with her, and then I learned that my grandmother had anxiety too. So at least I know that it's like genetics and it's not just me, you know, having these feelings out of nowhere.
Okay, I see. You were close with your grandmother then.
Yeah, she's really like a second mom to me.
Okay. Well, it's really nice that you have such a close bond with your relatives. Um, so it doesn't seem like you're really doing anything to cope with it though. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, I
Okay.
just try to stuff it down and I get more anxious.
Okay. So like we touched on a little last time, I just want to discuss some goals, for you to work on here in treatment together, with me. Is that okay, or were you able to think a little bit about those things last time that we talked?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm ready for some goals, anything that can help me.
Okay. Well, that's great. I'm glad that you're here and you're feeling, open-minded to, the treatment and experience. But why don't we start talking about areas of need? What is one or two things that you think you would like to work on here in treatment?
Well, I guess like I said last time, I feel like I'm an empath and I just always put everyone's needs before myself and my own. And I just feel that I'm starting to feel the weight of it all.
Okay. Well, how do you feel that it is serving you to do that?
I mean, it doesn't serve me because I'm neglecting myself. And I end up feeling so, so anxious and kind of always put my feelings on the back burner, sort of, I guess.
Okay. Well, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Okay. If you, and this may sound like a little bit of a silly question, Um, but if you woke up tomorrow and everything was perfect and, exactly as it should be, um, your role was perfect, you didn't feel anxious or worried or depressed, what do you think that that would look like for you?
I mean, it's hard to see that or believe that it's possible, but I guess I would be happier and I would feel happier about myself and I would take care of my body and I would eat right and maybe get some more sleep.
Okay. So it sounds like, you know, tomorrow a miracle happens, and everything's exactly right. You would take better care of yourself then. Is that right? Like better
Yeah,
self-care?
yes.
Okay. Well, what do you think a goal for treatment could be for that?
I guess, I mean, I've been meaning to get back into exercise. I used to work out like every day, but when I get anxious, I can't work out. My mind can't focus on exercising. So I guess my goal would have to be to take better care of myself, like a routine that I would follow and stay on top of.
Okay. So let's think about this a little bit more. Um, so do you think that you would agree that a goal would be for you to identify maybe one daily self-care practice that you do just for you and no one else, just Monique, that you'll use daily for the next 6 to 8 months?
Um, yeah, actually, that does sound good. It sounds like something, hopefully, that I could do.
Okay. Monique, what strengths do you think that you already have to accomplish a goal like this?
Well, when I put my mind to something, I will definitely do it. So I guess I could say that I'm very self-motivated.
Okay. So you can kind of encourage yourself to, get up and move and follow through with those things.
Hmm.
Okay, that's very good, Monique. Um, so, that we want to be perfect and not have, any barriers or challenges, when we're working on goals, right? But, healing and treatment, it's not just it's not a straight line up, right? So sometimes we might encounter barriers or challenges along that way. So what barriers or challenges do you think would prevent you from working on this goal?
Well, like if the weather's bad, I want to be able to make it to the gym or being sick, like I am right now.
Oh
um,
no.
I work with kids, so I'm constantly sick. So definitely happens.
Okay. Um, so that's certainly tough. What do you think could help you overcome that challenge?
Maybe look up workout videos from home and try to work out from home. Maybe get some vitamin D supplements, some emergencies, or something that can help build my immune system since I'm always working with kids and I'm getting sick.
Okay. So we seem like we have a main goal for treatment right now to be self-care. Does that sound like a good starting point for you?
It does. It sounds good.
Okay. Well, I also want to let you know that, the goals that you come up with in treatment, they're not concrete. We can change them and alter them as needed while you're in treatment. As you start to accomplish some of the things that you're working on in treatment, you may want to set new goals. You may find other challenges in your life that you want to bring to the table for discussion to work on. So I guess I just want you to know that we can change these goals as we get further into treatment too. Okay. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay.
I like that I can
Okay.
change them.
Okay. So we're about finished here for today, but I wanted to give you a chance to talk and ask if there was anything else you wanted to talk about today before we end today's session.
No, I think that, like I said, I'm self-motivated, so I think that I'm feeling good. I wanted to get back into working out, so you gave me that boost that I needed, and I think I'm just gonna go and get started.
Okay. Well, then I'll see you next week. We can kind of check in and see, talk about what, daily self-care routine that you started, see how it's going. Um, and if you need anything at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. I also want to let you know that, just do what you can. If you have a day where you're not able to follow, the self-care practice, that's okay. Do what you can. We don't want to add more stress to the stress that you already have, okay?
Okay.
So realistically, things that you can do, okay?
All right. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week.
Yep, no problem. I'll see you next week.